Hi everyone, this is Mansi, and today I'll be talking about something related to goals. Now, goals can be anything. Maybe it is receiving a certain job, getting into a certain college, earning a set amount of money, or traveling a particular city or country, or providing for your family, or maybe wishing to go for a concert in some other country. It can be anything. It is something that drives you internally. It is like a set of motivations. A set of motivations, and goal is the destiny. It is the end point. So to achieve a certain goal, there are certain things that we all need to follow in our life. Because in mind, goal is a very vague thing until and unless we set a path towards it and we follow it. First of all, the first thing is you need to set your mindset according to it. Now, mindset is a very important aspect. If your mind is sort of distracted, or if your mind is not fully accommodated to it, or you just lack the complete roadmap, you can't achieve that goal. Trust me, you can't achieve that goal. Now, what do I mean by the mindset? Is basically all the steps you need to do in order to reach that goal. And I'm not only talking about I need to take this certain exam, I need to do these qualifications, or I need to do like not those stuffs. Steps is mostly about routine and what are the certain habits or principles you need to follow throughout. And these includes resilience, discipline. You have heard a lot from people that in order to uh, reach to a certain point, you need to be disciplined. And trust me, it is sort of a cliche, but it is true. You can't achieve anything. You can't achieve anything until and unless you are disciplined about it. You need to be disciplined in order to reach that certain goal. Because what is the difference between you and the other person with the same goals? You both have a certain roadmap in your mind, like I need to do these certain steps in order to reach that this particular end point. But what matters is out of both of you, who follows that roadmap with discipline, who actually sticks to it. That is what matters. Because you are not the only one competing for that goal. There are billions of people in world, and many people have common goals. But what matters is how you mold yourself and how you carry out yourself throughout the process. Second thing is you need to have sacrifices in order to achieve something. Like, life is basically a trade off, You just can't achieve anything until and unless you sacrifice something. Sacrificing your social life, or sacrificing your comfort things, like playing video games, or hanging out with friends, or binge watching series, or like sleeping all day. You need to get out of your comfort zone. You need to step out into the real world, and you need to face certain difficulties, because you really need sacrifices in order to you know achieve a certain point. Because our mind is very you know direction oriented. Now what I mean is, your mind just cannot do multitasking at the same time. Yeah, people say that you should accommodate your brain or mind in such a way that you are able to do multitasking. But multitasking doesn't always leads to efficiency. If your multitasking is something related to common things, if you are doing multitasking at your workplace, that is valid because you are multitasking at a very common thing, work or studies. You like covering many subjects or doing or completing many projects or doing lots of work, which is like same. They have similarities. But you can't do multitasking if the if both the things are completely different from each other. Having a social life or interacting with people and then studying 6 to 10 hours at a table, especially if you are like studying for a very very competitive exam. That's an exception. So focus on one thing only for a while, because I'm not telling you to do this for your whole life. It only takes a few years, and trust me, a few years is worth your whole life. Like, just imagine doing the hard work for 3 to 4 years and actually getting the life you want. Compare the size. So, yeah, this is also a sacrifice, giving your whole 3 to 4 years for something which has a long term benefit, long term potential, long term award. And the third thing is, you need to set certain rewards for yourself. Let's suppose you are doing a certain work or study work and something. Set a goal that I'll study or I'll work or I'll do this particular thing for so and so hours, and then I'll go for a walk, and then I'll meet a friend for only an hour, or I'll watch a certain movie for only an hour or something. You do not need to spend so much time on that, given you have so much to do. But you need to set rewards for yourself. Don't go on functioning like a madman. You need not to be workaholic. You need to set your limitations. You should know your limitations. It is said that it is better to surpass your limitations, but at the same time, I'll say you should know your limitations. You should know how much your brain or mind can do at a time. Now, the fourth thing is, before starting that, I would like to say a quote, like it is written by me only. I wrote it yesterday. Your future won't be built by the path you choose once. It will be built by how consistently you walk the path after choosing. So, if you are thinking, I want a very perfect future, and you are deciding it all beforehand, before even starting it, it's impossible. You won't build your path, you won't get your destiny, or you won't get to decide your destiny until you start moving one step at a time. You will get to know everything while you walk the path. Don't worry if you don't know anything right now, or you have this fear of uncertainty. It will all get better once you start walking that path. You will meet many people, you will start to get to know yourself better, and you will experience many things, and those experiences will build your path, and it will like shape your thought process, and eventually you will know how to get your life at one place, how to fit that one piece of puzzle in the right place. So give yourself time and walk that path. Do not fear walking the path, and do not mess up your mind by deciding all of the things beforehand, because you never know what will happen in the future. You will only know once you decide to walk that path. So this was all for today. I hope whatever I said helped you in a certain way. Thank you for watching this video.